Whoa, 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 this can't happen. Islanders, as cruise prices are starting to level off and even come down a little bit. Uncle Sam, the federal government is saying, cruise lines, you're not paying your fair share of taxes. We need you to pay us more taxes, which would result in higher cruise prices, which we don't want. We're sharing the story with you today and why I think this won't happen. We all need some time in the islands. Let's go there now on Island Time. A big happy Friday to all you Islanders. We hope that you had a great week and you're having a good weekend. We are here on Island Time. I'm your host, Derek. Let's drop our anchors and take some time to relax in the islands together while we discuss the latest in cruising and cruise news. Let me say thank you at the top of the show today. We should reach 31,000 subscribers on YouTube, which blows my mind. Amanda and I say thank you. We're about 40 away from that goal of 31,000. If you're watching this and you're not subscribed yet, please do so. Join a great cruise community. Join the conversation as well. We appreciate that. We're going to talk about cruise news as we always do. And I want to share from the top of the show today that this is a cruise news show. I don't have a political show. It's not on another channel. It's not on another platform. I have a cruise news show. That's all I have. What we are discussing today is cruise news. Now, it is sprinkled in really with a big dollop of political news as well. But we're talking about this in the realm of cruise news as we always do. Let's get right into the news and the fact that cruise prices, they have leveled off. We've seen cruise prices actually start to drop a little bit, but that may not be the case if this happens. The federal government is calling something out that we have known to be true for a long, long time. Cruise lines do not have their ships flagged in the United States. There's reasons for that. There's tax reasons, money-saving reasons for that. We have known this for a long time. It's not a secret. Cruise lines don't keep this as a secret. We've talked about it. Other presidents and other administrations have discussed we would like the federal government to receive more taxes from cruise lines. This is not the first time that this has happened. I'll share more about that in just a little bit. But let's start with words from the U.S. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick. He was on a show, a major show on a major network this week when he called out cruising and prices and taxes. Why'd you have to do that, man? The prices are leveling off. We're starting to pay a fair price, and now Uncle Sam may want his 2 cents. Here's what he said. You never see a cruise ship with an American flag on the back, which there is one. Norwegian's proud of America. It is flagged in the United States, but it's the only one, okay? So, Mr. Commerce Secretary, you have a point. Okay, you're right. You don't see it very often. They have flags of Liberia or Panama or the Bahamas. None of them pay taxes. This is going to end under Donald Trump. No matter your political views, this would not be good for cruising because if cruise lines are forced to pay a new or a higher tax, guess who's going to pay that tax? It's not going to be Carnival. Royal Caribbean loves those that are loyal to Royal. They love them. But I promise you, they're not going to say, we love you so much, we're going to pay this new tax. We're going to pay it on your behalf. No, they're going to pass it to you like Tom Brady and say, catch this, my friend. And if you fumble it, go get a credit card and pay it off. Norwegian's going to pass it on. Disney's passing it on. Cruise prices could go up if this happens. I don't think that it will. But there is a point here. The U.S. Commerce Secretary has a point. These ships are not flagged in the United States for multiple reasons. The big reason is for tax reasons. Companies register their ships over there and over there and over there and over there because they pay less in taxes than they would right here. That's part of business, is it not? But there's other things too that if this takes place, if the United States says your ships that sail from the United States must be flagged with the U.S. flag, things will change. Your cruise experience will change. Logistics and how the cruise operational model is set up will change. U.S. flagged ships have some requirements. If you sailed on Norwegian's Pride of America, you know this. Crew members on U.S. flagged vessels have to pay U.S. federal taxes. Crew members, I promise you, are not going to want to pay U.S. federal taxes on the money that they make on board. That would be a huge change. You talk about gratuities going up. I mean, hello. Although no tax on tips. Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe not. There are also strict requirements stating that the majority of staff on board U.S. flagged ships must be citizens of the United States. Could you imagine cruise lines and their logistical staffing model and their staffing agencies and how they find crew members to take care of us on board? They do a great job. How would that change? The majority of the crew members have to be citizens. I don't even know how cruise lines would start to implement these things. As a result of this news, stocks for Carnival, Royal Caribbean, Norwegian, all of them have fallen by up to 10%. Some of them have rebounded some, but if you're looking for an investment opportunity, if you've been looking to get in the game, now may be the time to jump in the game. I've done so myself. I've added some stock actually the last couple of days because this is true. It's been a problem or an issue, it's been a known fact. Cruise lines have done this for years. Cruise lines have headquarters built in Florida. They have nice offices in Florida, but they're incorporated. For instance, Royal Caribbean's incorporated in Liberia. Norwegian is incorporated in Bermuda. This is all to be true. Is your cruise price going to go up? Is this going to impact your price? If this happens, yes. Yes, your cruise price will go up. Cruise lines will not eat the difference here. It will go up. But there's good news that I share with you. I don't think this is going to happen. I don't think anything is going to come from this. This is about the 10th time in the last 15 years that a politician at any level have said this is wrong. A politician, the 10th time in 15 years that a politician says, we want to change this. I'm not saying that it cannot happen. But what I am saying is that this has been said many times before, that we want this to take place. We want to change this, and it didn't go anywhere. The ropes weren't even tossed. It went nowhere. I expect that same thing will happen right here. I also wanted to share the fact that cruise lines do pay taxes. They do pay taxes. Maybe not as much as what Uncle Sam thinks they should pay, but cruise lines paid almost $2.5 billion in taxes last year. $2.5 billion. That's a lot. That's a lot. U.S. government says it should be more. We'll see what happens. I don't think it's going to happen. And I really do want to get your thoughts on this. Would I love to see the American flag on U.S. cruise ships? Absolutely. Do you think that Uncle Sam, the U.S. government, should pursue this? Do you think that cruise lines should have their ships registered and flagged in the United States if they're selling from round trips from the United States? Share your thoughts with us in the comment section below and share if you think anything is going to happen with this. I don't think so. I don't think so. And I hope not, because prices are starting to come down. With this story, I wanted to share some items as well, some tips to help you keep your cruise price down as low as it can. If you can save money on one cruise, it may allow you to book another cruise in the same year or two cruises within a year and a half. If the cruise prices are high, there's people that can take one cruise a year, one cruise every 2 years. There are some things you can consider to keep your cruise price down. Number one, book early. Book in advance. You should be looking at your 2026 and 2027 sailings right now. Shop all cruise lines. One of my favorite activities is when a client sends me an email and says, we are cruising the week of June 8th. We know that's the week that we want to cruise. We want a 7-day cruise, and here's some things we want. We don't care where we leave from, but here's some places we want to visit. And I love to send them options. Option 1 is Carnival Cruise Line. Here you go. Here is what you will pay. Option 2, here's your Royal Caribbean option. Option 3, here's your Norwegian option. Option 4, here's your MSC option. Here's how old each ship is. Here's how many ports of call they're going to. Here's how long they're staying at each port. And cruisers, my clients, can share, oh my gosh, I thought Carnival would be the cheapest. But MSC is actually $100 cheaper and Norwegian's only $100 more. Maybe I'm going to go on a different cruise line. Shop all cruise lines to find the biggest savings that you can or to find a different experience. Why not try something new? inquire about refundable deposits. Princess and Norwegian are huge about these. Royal also has a refundable deposit option. You have to pay a little bit more for your cruise, but you may want that. You may book a cruise for late 2026. And if you have a refundable deposit, maybe there's another cruise line who has a unbelievable sale, but you can't cancel your 2026 cruise because the deposit's not refundable. Book the refundable deposit. So if you find something nicer, prettier, sweeter, you can go pursue it. Book that refundable deposit. Book the cabin you want from the beginning. There's so many people I work with. They say, you know what? I'm booking the interior cabin and I hope I'm going to get upgraded. I hope I am. I hope I am. I hope I am. And the cruise ship is sold out like 4 or 5 months in advance. There's nothing to upgrade to. There's nothing to even buy. So book the cabin you want early in advance, and hopefully we're going to find price drops, which is my next piece of advice. Check for price drops weekly. At least weekly. Amanda and I do this. We have done this since the beginning. We check every single Monday, and Mondays are long days, don't get me wrong. But every single cabin, every single reservation that qualifies for an early saver rate or a price drop rate, where if you booked at this price, but actually the price now for the same cabin category is this, you get the difference back. We saved our clients over $80,000 just by clicking, click, 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 click. Bam. Make sure you're checking your price because prices may go down. Here's the other thing. They may not always go down, but let's say this. Let's say you booked that interior cabin, it was $2,000 total. The balcony cabin, when you booked, was $3,000, and you wanted the balcony, but you didn't want to pay $1,000 more. Maybe your interior cabin went up. It's now $2,200, but the balcony's not $3,000 anymore. It's only $2,600. Do you want to move from your $2,000 interior to your $2,600 balcony? We can do that. So it's about price drops, but it's also about opportunities to move and upgrade as we can. There's a lot of different tips to help you save money and help you get the lowest price on your cruise. And I know some of you islanders, you've cruised over and over. You've cruised multiple cruise lines. You've cruised for decades. You have those tips. Don't keep them close to the chest. Put them in the comment section. Share with all of us. The more money, like I said, the more money we can save, the more we can cruise. So share your tips in the comment section below. Islanders, that is the cruise news for today. I can't wait to see what you have to say in the comment section. Of course, if Amanda and I can help you plan or manage or book your next cruise, let us know. travel@bookislandtime.com. Until we talk to you there, we're going to hit that 31,000 subscriber mark. We're going to see you in the comment section below on our Facebook page and this weekend right here on Island Time.